Alright. Ba ba na ba 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 na ba ba na na ba. Alright. Alright. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Da na na na. Ba 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 ba. Da na na. All right. I'm waiting a bit for people to show up. Hello. This thing is pain. Alright, I think that's enough time. Alright, so this is Tearing Saga, which I've streamed like a long time ago, but I streamed some of it and then I lost my save file. I think for the stream. Didn't I? I think. Time of the Slain was ruled and slain by a wicked god. This is reign of terror and madness, and all which challenged him were consumed in the unholy flames of darkness. How did that work? Was it just Blackfire, who was a slave who stood up and raised a rebellion against the god's tyranny? However, he could not hope to fight against the god's awesome power. His god was too awesome. In dying, he prayed to heaven and begged for the strength to face the darkness. At that moment, his wounds were healed, and a fair goddess appeared before him. The dark god is like, "You're not playing fair," from a great dragon. The goddess said to him, "Brave youth, take up your sword. I grant you the power to conquer evil and bring my peace to this land." The god's interfering with the people. The goddess is Utona, creator of the four guardians, and the daughter of the mother goddess Miradana. So, that's Utona's blessing and love. The hero slew the foul god and freed his people. He became king over the land and led his kingdom to a prosperous future. He now rests in peace with his fallen friends. and his children are left to carry on his will. The spirit of justice and freedom will never perish from this world. This story barely has anything. Technically, it has stuff to do with the game. It's like the big, the lore of the land, technically. Let's see. The center of the Great Moritan Ocean lies the vast continent of Liberia. Ages past, his people suffered under the rule of the tyrannical god Kirksel. 8 centuries ago, a young man dared to rebel against him. This young man's name was Karo Luan. Helped with the goddess Utona, he overthrew Kirksel's dark empire and established a new one of peace. Karo Luan and Utona were wed, and after passing the empires divided among their daughters into 4 kingdoms, bearing the name of his holy queen. Hold on. It's going too fast. Okay, Reeve, the serene oceans of the east, Canaan, the great mountains of the north, Leda, the untamed western wilderness, and Salia, the bountiful southern steppes. Steeps. I think steeps are mountains, right? Steeps. I'll play some music in the background. Steeps. Those are just mountains, right? No, I'm completely wrong. Oh no. Alright. Okay, so steeps are like the exact opposite of what they thought they were. I thought they were mountains. It's just flat grassland. Very, very knowledgeable. Okay, so it's just grass. Got it. Okay, sorry. I'm distracted. Okay, so I might have to pause this occasionally just to read. Alright, for centuries these great kingdoms flourished together, but it was not to last. 50 years ago, later waged a terrible war of self-destruction against its neighbor Salia. Its aftermath, the ancient cult of Kirksel made its move, seizing power and spreading its influence far and wide. Wary of the cult's survival, King Bahanuk. These names are weird. What is Bahanuk? Is that for like, it's gotta be like European or something? It's so weird, it's such a weird name. King Bahanuk of Canaan led a campaign to unite the lands of Canaan. Yeah, I guess it would be Canaan. There's 2 A's. Led a campaign to unite the lands around him and stamp out the cult. To this end, he petitioned his ally Reeve. However, Reeve's selfish king Badoom. Badoom. His name is Badoom. His name is Badoom. Oh, that's great. Okay. His name is Badoom. Okay, however, Reeve's selfish king Badoom refused to help Bahanuk, turning a blind eye to the clear danger the cult presented. After that, Bahanuk changed completely. He declared the rival of Kirksel's empire and crushed his former ally underfoot. And now 2 noble sons of Reeve flee from their fallen homeland, seeking out aid from the Iron Kingdom above. Little do they know that the 2 of them will determine the fate of the world. Oh, world's dead. We're doomed. World's doomed. GG. We're gone. Okay. The world's doomed, we're gone. Let's go home. Right on, there you are. What's the matter? Dude, he's got like the what? Was it like the standard like Hercules hair? This game came out when? I think early 2000s. Because when did 5 come out? Because this came out after Fire Emblem 5. So maybe look a little spaced out. Oh, Holmes. Then here's like Leaf lookalike. It's nothing. I was just getting some fresh air. If you say so. We were almost at well. Are you and your knights ready to go? As long as I have my rapier, I'll be fine. Okay. Eugen is taking care of the others. Sure wouldn't want to be one of Rosalia's knights. How do they stand their own geezer jabbering at them all the time? They look up to him more or less. Just after so much fighting against the Empire, all that's left of the Rosalian Knights. Young recruits like them save Eugen. Alright, so these are our two main characters, Rudon and Holmes. If you couldn't tell. Oh, I accidentally clicked off the thing. Well, the two boys. The two bros. Oh wait, let me turn off the music. Turn it up. Boost it. Okay. Eugen went through hell to protect us, now he can't even swing a sword anymore after all the wounds he suffered. The young knights all understand his pain, so they're doing what they can to repay him. You're right, he has been dependable. Oh wait, I was supposed to record this. It's fine. It's fine. It's dependable. Not Eugen and my old man, we all would have died a long time ago. It's kind of sad that young guys like us had to be saved, but pair of, shall we say, senior citizens. I mean to ask you, Holmes, were we really doing the right thing? Father told us to escape while he and his men held up the Imperial Army, but do we deserve to survive if we had to sacrifice him to get away? Don't beat yourself up about it, Renan. The water is very loud. The water disagrees. The water is speaking. It just goes like, shh, Renan. The water is speaking to us. It was his choice. Hell, he might not even be dead. He's always been a tenacious little rat. I do hope you're right. I will pray for Admiral Val's safety. Come on, Renan. It's not like you to be so sentimental. Oh man didn't do this for you or even for me. He just wanted to stay and fight for what he believed in. When time comes for us to retake Grenada, see him again. I promise you that. I'll hold you to it. Thanks, Holmes. Don't forget about my old man. This is actually pretty exciting, isn't it? I always dreamed of traveling the world as an adventurer and seeking out legends. Now my old man let me go, I can make that dream come true. Adventurer. That sounds like fun. Yep, I'm gonna together with some expert thieves and knowledgeable folks, and we'll go on all sorts of crazy expeditions. We will steal every treasure. We will pull off every Indiana Jones and national treasure. Maybe not, why don't you come with me? Aren't you sick of this useless war by now? Holmes, you know I can't do that. Act so serious, buddy. I was only joking around. I know you've got obligations. Your dad left you quite the responsibility. Yeah, but someday I'd like to. Moving on, forgive my interruption with the sight. Our vote has been cited. Ah, so it has. No more time to be shooting to breathe, eh? This is the water speaking again. Okay, moving on. I'll drop you off at Port Sara. Fort Wallet isn't too far from there. Thank you, Holmes. Get everyone ready to depart, Eugen. Yes, my lord. Bogue. Port Sara. This is Port Sara? With the doorway to a large kingdom like Wout, it's very quiet. Oh my lord, we cannot blame them for being intimidated by the sight of a pirate ship like this. Did we just roll up in like an actual like pirate ship with like skull and crossbones on the flags and went like, yep, no one will be suspicious. Holmes, you should leave at once. It would not do for Lord Runan to be mistaken for an outlaw like yourself. Yeah, we're going. As if I'd stick around just to get yelled at by an old man like you. So I assume you're off to Isura? Yeah, that island's out of the Empire's reach. We'll drive out the pirates there and make it our new base. Will you be alright on your own? Don't worry about us. Hunting down pirates is our job. One glimpse of the Sea Lion's flag and they'll be running as fast as they can. I'm more worried about you, Runan. Your knights are all greenhorns except for that old fossil Eugen. I know, I'll lend you one of my men. Garrow, get over here. I got it, boss. You want me to lend a hand, right? That's right. Consider him your temporary captain. Thanks, Holmes. And thank you, Garrow. I suppose this is bye for now, or not. May the sea breeze bless your journey. Same to you, Holmes. I'm never coming back. It's like, I hate your guts, I hate you too. Alright, well. Alright. Eugen, do you believe that the Kingdom of Welt will be sympathetic to our cause? It's hard to say, my lord. The last time Welt tried to aid Reeve at the Battle of Balt, they suffered tremendous casualties. I've heard that King Raphael has been missing in action ever since. Convincing the Queen to assist us with our kingdom in its current state will certainly be no easy task. For now, we should assume that Welt will be unwilling to provide us aid. In that case, we should do what we can to get into the Queen's good graces. First course of action should be to get a grasp of what exactly the situation is here in Welt. Agreed, my lord. We can gather information from the citizens here in Port Zara. Make it so. I want all troops to ask around and gather whatever information you can. After that, we'll head for Fort Welt to meet with Queen Liza. Yes, Lord Renan. Leave it to us, my lord. Aye, aye, sir. He was a pirate. He said aye, aye. Lady Sasha, the enemy is gaining on us. We must make haste. Kate, I can't go another step. You mustn't talk like that, milady. We're almost to Verge. Please, just a little further. But my leg. Ow. Your Highness, your ankle's been sprained. To think that you've been putting weight on it this entire time. Forgive me, milady. I should have noticed sooner. Kate, we shall stay here and hold off our pursuers. Try to make it as far as Port Zara. If you can hide yourself and rest in a lodge overnight, the pain should subside somewhat. Although not permanently, because, you know... Dude, medieval times, you break your leg the wrong way, it's coming off. And you can continue on toward Verge in the morning. You must press on with or without me. Oh, Kate, I can't abandon you here. Don't fear for me, Your Highness. I am your guardian and a trained knight. The likes of Coda's soldiers are no match for me. You're indeed a fine knight, Kate. Fine knight, Kate. There's no way you can win against so many soldiers. I know, milady, but I must protect you no matter the cost. That's my duty. No, my privilege as your knight. No, I won't abandon you, Kate. Please, I can make it to Zara. We'll go together, alright? Hey, Sasha. And, yep. So, this is Tyrion Saga. It's basically Fire Emblem. So we have these two units, Kate and Sasha. They're going to be running this way. They're at green units right now. We can't do anything to help them because the bridge is down and we don't have any... We can't climb cliffs. The horses, man, they get all scared. They get all spooked and then they go wee. And they go wee.
Hey, so what if we have questions about our policy?
And they go wee and then someone flies off.
What if someone still calls his mom for everything?
At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Hey, Mom.
Who?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Santa Fe. The Santa Fe comes standard with
Whatever, screw
America's
it.
best warranty.
Most more people. I don't care.
Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Screw it. Okay, yeah, forgot. Okay, hold on. Let me get some soda, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I have to upload something into it. Hold on, let me do that real quick. Just have 50 tabs open right now. This is gonna go great. What do you mean? What do you mean it all crashed and burned? That immediately got 20 views. Okay. I feel like you would. What's up with that? No, that's not what I meant to do. Ah! Sorry, I have to upload something real quick, so I'm just gonna type it out real quick. It's like the movie! Okay, I got distracted. I got this. Okay. Okay, so basically, hold on. I'm gonna pull up the thing. Whoa, I'm gonna pull up a thing. No. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up something for the tiering Saga character so I can get their growth rates. So I can tell you guys as I go on. So we're gonna start with Runan, because he's the main lord. Wow. Whoa. Okay, so hold on. Okay, it's gonna be hard to do this with this, so sorry, the vision's gonna get a bit wonky. So it's gonna look like this just because I'm trying to like look up two things at once. Okay, so Runan is... hold on. So Runan is pretty decent. So sorry, the music is gonna cut out occasionally, so I'm just gonna have music playing in the background. I'm gonna actually mute this while I do this. Okay. They're actually gonna mute this because it's gonna keep playing the music in and out. So Runan, first off, Runan is the Lord. If he dies, you game over, like every Fire Emblem game, because it's basically Fire Emblem. Runan's pretty okay. He's sword locked and he's stuck with like 5 moves for a while, which kind of sucks. And he never gets another weapon type, so he's just always locked to swords. He does come with a rapier, which is exclusive to him, which is really good against armor knights and cavalry. And the armor knight part is incredibly helpful because armor knights in this game have a lot of defense, so the rapier helps a lot. His bases are actually pretty good. I think they're really good for this point, for the first chapter. I think the only low one is like defense, but that's like fine, or it's like manageable. Enemies aren't that super strong in this game, except until certain parts, but yeah. His growth rates are... he's got 60% HP, 30% for strength, skill, and speed. He's got 15% for magic, which is kind of weird for a physical unit. He's got 30% luck, 40% weapon level, which is mastery. How mastery works is you can use any weapon that has the same or lower mastery than you, and every weapon has a unique mastery. So basically, if Iron Sword has 5, basically if there's a sword with 5 mastery or lower, Runan can use it right now. If it has 6 or higher, he can't. So the more mastery you have, the better weapon you can use, basically. Weapons that are unique to certain characters, they don't need mastery. They're just, you can use them whenever. And then he has 25% defense, and since some characters have a movement growth, you can gain move, but Runan doesn't have that. Doesn't have a movement growth. Very few characters do, and it's usually just not very high. Yeah, Runan I think is pretty decent. I don't think he's like amazing. He's not gonna like carry you, but he's pretty good. He's decent. I think his main thing is just being like locked to swords. There's no weapon triangle in this game, so being locked to swords isn't like super detrimental, but it's just like he's kind of slow. We're talking about the next guy, Christ, the better of the 3 units. Christ is okay. The problem with Christ is he doesn't really get. He's just meh. So many units in Tier Ring Saga are really, really good. So when a unit's just okay, they kind of stand out more, and Christ is just okay. He isn't Cavalier, which gives him 7 move, which is great. He does have pretty good bases. His speed base is fine. He has higher defense than Runan. He has really good strength. He has good mastery. He has great HP. He starts as a Cavalier. And the other thing. Okay, so I forgot to talk about Runan. He actually has a skill, Urbanite. What this does is basically so there are skills called for different areas that boost you, and what the Urbanite skill does is what the field skills do is basically when you're on a map that is that field. So like right now we're on if the map is a castle map or it's classified as a castle map, Runan gets +1 move and +10 hit and avoid on those maps, which is pretty good. Which is always good. But anyway, back to Christ. The problem with Christ is he's just meh. He doesn't really, compared to a lot of other units, he's just kind of not as good. He's still a good unit, and I still think you can use him. His growth rates are, he has 65% HP, 30 strength, 30 skill, 20 speed, 20 luck, 30 mastery, 25 defense, no magic, no move. He's alright. And he does get some okay skills he learns by level up. I think he does get... Oh yeah, he gets basically Vantage, Luna, and Nihil. But he gets Nihil so late, it doesn't matter. He gets Nihil at basically the max level, so at that stage you're just... No. It's at that point it's... Why? Why so late? But yeah. I think he's pretty good. He's definitely the better of the 2, by far. He's definitely the better of the 2. Okay, next person. I'm getting distracted. Alright, next person is... I should have been recording this, but whatever. Arcus. I'll go to Arcus next. Arcus, the worst of the 2 Cavaliers. Arcus has a lot of problems. So right off the bat, he's not as bulky as Christ. He does less damage. He has better skill and speed. And I think he might have better luck. No, he has worse luck. And worse HP. Okay. But the thing that really hurts Arcus is his mastery of 3. Having low mastery really sucks in this game. Because if you don't get lucky with your item procs, with your growth, or you use the specific item that like can increase the stat boost, increasing your mastery. And you don't get mastery procs, you're kind of just stuck with really bad weapons. Like Arcus can barely use an iron sword, which is like the base for like a sword. So he like struggles, and his growth rates aren't great either. He's got 60 HP, 25 strength, 25 skill, 30 speed, 35 luck, 35 mastery, 22 defense, and 5 magic. Now I keep forgetting to mention, but magic in this game is basically is resistance as well. So if you have high magic, you can tank magic hits better. Most physical units have 0, so now Arcus does get some pretty good skills. He gets Blazing Wind, which I think is like, you can do like, if you get a crit, you do a bunch more damage. He gets Continue, which means he can sometimes attack twice. And he gets Remove, which is Canto. He gets Canto at level 38 though, so he's never getting Canto. But anyway, yeah, Arcus is just way worse than Christ. He's the faster one, but Christ can double most things anyway. So being faster doesn't like outweigh being bulkier and better in like everything else. Like Arcus wins in speed. Christ wins in every other thing. So like, why would you not just use Christ? And there's like, yeah, I mean both are very similar, but Christ is just really just better. So like, yeah, I don't think Arcus is very good. I think Christ you can use both of them if you want to. I think Christ is definitely like at least decent. I think Arcus isn't very good. I think Arcus just suffers too much from just being worse Christ, but he's not terrible. And then last we have Garo. Okay, so who is the like the quote-unquote Jagan, like a normal fireman. So he's like so normally Jagans are like a pre-promoted or like a high-level unit you get early to help you get through the early parts of the game, while your units are low level. Garo is kind of unique though. So Garo is not technically now Garo's class is weird. So Garo is a pirate. Pirates cannot promote. So basically he's like a promoted class. This actually hurts him a lot, but I'll get into that later. Garo starts off with amazing stats. 11 strength, 10 speed is nutty. 35 HP, 11 mastery. He can use basically any axe early game. And a lot of axes later as well. His magic is terrible, his luck is terrible, but they don't really matter. His defense is the best in the army right now. So he probably won't die. He's level 7, and he has bad skill, which will come into play later. Now, and he does come with 2 skills. He comes with Adept, which means you can strike 2, you may double. I think it's based on your skill, which is terrible, so he's never gonna hit Rocket. And Seafarer, which gives the +1 move and +10 hit and avoid on sea maps. Which we'll see like none of with Runan, so yay. And Garo learns other really good skills. Like he learns Life or Death, which is basically Wrath, but a really busted version of Wrath. So Life or Death is basically every percentage of HP you have missing, you gain that in crit percentage. So if you have 75% of your health missing, you gain 75% crit. And this can scale up to 99% if you have 1 HP left. It's just insane. He gets Charge, which I think is just like a really powerful crit. He gets Nihil to negate skills, and he gets Blazing Wind, which I think is just like another crit skill that enhances crits. The problem is all those skills are 28 and onwards. Now you might be thinking, oh, just get him to 28. Easy. The problem is how this game handles levels. This game is weird. Basically how it handles levels is that when you join for base classes, you can only go up to 20. And then when you promote, you can go up to 40. But if you promote early, you can only gain max 20 levels in that promoted class if you promote early. Hold on, let me test my mic. I heard a click. Let me test my mic real quick. Let me test my mic real quick. Yeah, so fine. Okay. So Garrow, because he's counted as a promoted unit, he only has a max of 20 levels to gain, which puts him to 27. The first new skill he gets is 28, which means you have to waste what's called an occult scroll on him to give him the ability to gain extra levels. So already, that kind of sucks. But you might be thinking, oh, at least his stats are good. And yeah, they are good. They are good. And his growth rates are really good as well. He has 85 HP, which is insane, 40 strength, no magic, 25 skill, 30 speed, 10 luck, 35 mastery, 20% defense. Now, those are good growth rates, but the problem is Garrow has hit rate issues. Because axes in this game have no hit. They have no hit. They just don't. They have a lot of uses, but they can't hit. The best axe has 60 hit. That's like the best you're gonna get, is 60. And axes also weigh a lot, so he slows himself down by having them equipped. So he's not as fast as he looks. And then the big glaring issue, he has 4 move. And that's never going to get better. So Garrow really lags behind. I still think he's usable, and you can definitely train him. I just think, compared to a lot of other units that are just easier to get going, there's no real reason to invest in Garrow. Now, I don't think he's bad. You can I think it's cool. It's a cool design-wise to do it like that with Garrow, and I like his design with his weird mullet as his hair. And he does have a really cool conversation later with another character. But yeah, I think Garrow's all right. I think he serves his purpose. And then the other. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's one other thing that detracts against Garrow. Usually, J-Guns are used to get past really hard parts of the early game that your units can't really handle or struggle to handle. The thing is, there's no real part where Garrow makes it easier. There's no real part early game where having Garrow or not having Garrow makes a difference, if that makes sense. There's no enemy that's so tough that only Garrow can reliably handle them. You know? So, that's another detractment to Garrow. But yeah, I'll talk about these two when we get them. But yeah, that's the first 4 units you get. I think they're pretty good overall. I just think if I had to rate them, I'd probably say it's Arcus, Garrow, Christ, Runan. Maybe Garrow and Arcus are interchangeable, but yeah. Okay, sorry. Why am I thing fucking up? But yeah, anyway, we're gonna do the video game now. Alright. This game also has a lot of characters, so don't... Alright, so we can go through these houses and get a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna go here with Runan because... Yes. Welcome to my naval academy. Here are trained soldiers in the art of fighting on the high seas. Pirates are everywhere these days, so knowing how to fight at sea is a must-have if you're going to be sailing through the Sea of Sinai. You look like a good fighter. Interested in learning the ways of fighting at sea? Alright, to fight effectively on the water. Congratulations, soldier. You now call yourself a fully fledged seafarer. You'll be a force to be reckoned with on the high seas. Use your new skills to knock some sense into those pirating goons. We get a seafarer skill. So now Runan has 2 skills. I usually just give this to Runan. It doesn't really matter. I've only played like halfway through this game because I got to like I think chapter 26 of 40, and then my save file deleted itself. So you know, that was fun. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun experience. I would definitely recommend that you get your save files deleted. It's really fun. 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 What do you mean? What do you mean you don't understand? What do you mean? Okay. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to see what's in the houses, if I remember correctly. Alright, so I go to upper left house. Okay, I'm on the level plus. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. You know that big ship that sailed in not too long ago? I think it was one of Granada's privateering galleys. Wait, you guys were on that thing? Where are you people? Look, I don't care why you came all the way here, but please don't cause any trouble, okay? Last time someone came in here, a kid stole all my money. And my candy. And my wife. Karen, she took the kids and left. We've got enough problems as it is. Oh, this thing? It's medicine, I think. I found it down at the docks. Don't know what it's for. If you want to be my guest. I just imagine we walked into someone's house, and they just went like, oh, you take it. And we just saw, like, a red potion. We just saw a vial of red mysterious liquid. And he went like, you want it? Take it. Alright, this is like, this boosts your mastery by 3. This is really good. Arcus wants it, but there are other characters who want it more, so we're not going to give it to Arcus, because Arcus is a loser. Should have been better, I guess. Drawbridge to the south is raised and lowered when the tide changes. It's not down yet, it should be soon enough. Alright, thank you. Turn 1. Enemy turn 1. And now the enemy spawned in. Whoa! Whoa, 6 dudes! Good, we've caught up to them. Russ, I leave the rest to you. Capture the princess and bring her back to my castle. Whatever escort, sire. Get rid of her, I don't care. Don't bother me with useless details. Understood, sire. And now we've got the boss, Russ. He's pretty bulky. This is only the beginning of Armor Knights and their defense. Yeah, 10 defense is really high for this early. Oh, so you're one of those heroes of Granada, are you? I've been wondering what kind of fearsome men had managed to hold off the Imperial Army for an entire year. You're just a bunch of kids. Oh well. Oh, never mind that. Came all those ways, so here you go. You can have this herb. You can have the good stuff. They're basically vulnaries. Nearly all the countries on the mainland have fallen under imperial rule. However, I doubt the Empire would bother coming all the way out here to Welt. Tiny kingdom is hardly a threat to the Emperor's army. When our King Raphael led his knights to Fort Balt earlier this year, no one even found what was left of his body. He was such a fine king. It's terrible that his kindness cost him his life. World is finished without him. I hate to say it, but I doubt Queen Liza or Princess Sasha can pull our nation through these troubled times. Oh, sorry about that. You've been very patient to sit through this old man's depressing ramblings. Here, take this sword as a token of your gratitude. There, you listen to my depressed ramblings. Take a weapon. Maybe around the mill, but its edge hasn't dulled since the days that I used it. Not one bit. Now, this iron sword is special. You can see it says +1 critical. So, a unique thing in this game is that weapons have hidden stats. Every weapon will keep track of the game will keep track of how many kills you get with a specific weapon. Once you hit 50, the game considers that a benchmark. And every time you get a kill over 50, you'll get +1 crit on that weapon, up to +50. And then I think the sword, the weapon either glows blue or glows red. And if it glows red, it becomes cursed, and that means it can like backfire and kill you. I think if it glows blue, it becomes blessed, and I think it's random. Oh, it used to be such a peaceful kingdom, but all that changed a few months back. When the Ravens were pushed back to Granada, King Raphael went to the mainland to aid them in the Battle of Biscuits. Or Balt. The battle was lost and no one's heard news of him since. Coda, the Count of Graham, was appointed Chancellor in the King's absence. He's made it a complete mess of things, draining this great town of all the life it once had. He's made the tariffs on all imports and exports so high, no one can afford to trade. Not to mention when his troops came through and conducted an emergency tax, seizing all kinds of valuables. There's no way we can survive if this goes on. My man, you can't just tax your people. It's not how this works. This is not Crusader Kings 3 where you can just egregiously tax everyone and then act like you're the good person. That's what I do. That's what I do, and I'm a terrible ruler. Is it not? Hold on. Is it not showing up? Is it not showing up? Is it not showing up? Isn't it showing up anymore? That was weird. How long was the game not showing up? Oh, how long was the game not showing up? Oh, shit. How long was the game not showing up? Hope it wasn't for a while. That would have been really bad. Alright. Alright. Hmm? Alright. So we're back to the game. It's showing up, right? Okay. This is how this goes on. If only our good king were here with us. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be acting so gloomy in front of such kind visitors. Much of a way to apologize, but here, please take this shield. It's my late father's. It's all I have left of him, but I'd be much happier to see it used by good knights like you than gather dust on my mantle. She doesn't know we're good knights. Like, she has no idea who we are. It's just like, take this shield. It's my dad's. she really just wants the shield gone so she can have room to put something else. She's like, I've always wanted to put these flowers here, but this damn shield is always in the way. I'm sure my father would agree. Alright, so shields. Shields are weird. So basically, shields you don't have to equip. You just have to have them in your inventory and then they work. But every time you hit, the shield loses a use. So every time you hit, the shield loses a use until it breaks. But they are useful. Chancellor Coda is nothing compared to Count Marlin. He's the lord of the eastern countship of Verge, and he's as loyal as they come. In fact, most everyone agrees that Count Marlin was more suited to be Chancellor than Coda ever was. Just don't get why the Queen would appoint Coda instead. It's like the royals all have their heads buried in the sand. It's hard enough just to make ends meet without their bad decisions ruining our lives. Just typical. Why don't you guys try stirring things up things here? My man is literally like, why don't you try a rebellion? It'd be nice to see Coda gone. Here, you can have this. Max gave it to me and I don't want her to find out that I still have it. But, well, I don't really have the heart to just throw it out either. It'd be a real load off my mind if you could just take it. My man is just pawning off his ex's necklace. Anyway, Miracle Charm is really good. If you're gonna die, it stops you from dying. That's basically it. This one, the best thing you can have. Alright. Alright, I'm invading you. Alright. We can't do anything until the drawbridge lowers, I think, on turn 5, so in 2 turns. The good news is the enemy units can't reach them until we get to them. Well, one can, but it's the horse. Can't do anything else. That works. Drawbridge has been lowered, Lord Runan. Let us be off. The bridge is down. Pull. Pull. Oh. Oh. Well, that would still explain. Oh. Oh, so it's not only being. Oh. It's jumping. Oh, she just falls down. She just built an accident, honestly. Alright. Nice. Okay. Okay. Alright, time for more characters. I got distracted. Okay. Alright. Alright, so now we get to recruit the two new people. What's going on here? Are those soldiers chasing you? Hold on, this is not the time for conversation. Just protect her from the soldiers. Got it. Leave with your pursuers, so in the meantime I head someplace safe. You can tell us what's going on afterwards. She looks so unhappy. That's the most miserable face I've ever seen. Pure misery in that face. It's where they come from. Right, so we get Sasha and Kate. Sasha has charisma, where she gives +3 hidden avoid to allies and 3 tiles, which is really useful. Sasha is one of the 2 new units. Oh, I think it's when I made it like. I think that's when I made it full screen, right? That it broke. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, so I actually screwed up. Let me just show the stuff I didn't show earlier. Mastery Potion, we got Defense Leather Shield. So we got the Charm from here, the Shield from here, we got the Herb from here, we got the Skill Seafarer from the Blue House, the Iron Sword here, and the Mastery Potion from here. Okay, so Sasha. Sasha's weird. Sasha's like a trainee unit. but she has some really cool stuff. So she's basically a training unit. She starts off with really bad bases outside of speed and luck. She comes with a unique skill, Charisma. I think she's the only unit that gets Charisma. If you, at level 8, she gets Vantage, and at level 10, she gets Paragon, which is really good. Her growth rates are alright. She's got 40 HP, 20 Strength and Magic, 30 Skill, 50 Speed, 40 Luck, 30 Mastery, 15 Defense, so she's really fast. She is the only character, though, to have 2 promotions, because there is a secret event you can do stepwise to be able to promote Sasha into a Pegasus Knight. And then from that, she can then promote to a Dragon Knight, so she can get a lot of levels, more levels than any other unit, basically. And she can quickly become very, very good with promotion, well, the promotion gains. Like, if she promotes fully, she basically gets plus 7 HP, plus 6 strength, plus 5 skill, plus 3 speed, plus 5 luck, and plus 2 defense, and plus 3 move. But yeah, Sasha, I think, is, like, weird. She's, like, in a really weird spot. She's hard to train, but I think she can be worth it if, like, you get lucky with her, and she can quickly, like, become really good. She's also probably one of the best units to give the early mastery potion to, just because she benefits from it a lot. And then there's Kate. Kate has, what does she have? She has Adept and what? Oh, she's Adept in Urbanite. Okay. Yeah, she's the first bow unit. She's the first bow unit you get. Bows are pretty good in this game. Just because you can get a bow that attacks 4 times in 1 turn, which is just really good. And you get that really early. So yeah. Her growth rates are pretty decent, like 55 HP, 25 strength, 10 magic, 35 skill, 25 speed, 25 luck, 40 mastery, 18 defense. So she's decent. She gets some cool skills. She gets Earth Saint, which I think negates everyone's... Oh, it's just a crit and it negates terrain. Okay, that's... not great. And she also gets Remove at 27. And she gets a horse when she promotes, right? Yeah. She also gets a horse when she promotes. The problem with Kate is that, like, she has the same... She only has 4 move until she promotes. Like, Sasha has 4 move as well, but she eventually gets to Pegasus Knight very quickly. Kate doesn't. Kate also, like, promotes with a Night Crest, which is competing with a lot of other characters that want the Night Crest more and do more with it. She's your first bow user, though, which is nice. And the mount does help her, and her bases aren't bad. Like, 6 strength, 8 speed, 8 skill is really good. Like, her stats are really good starting off. I think she just doesn't get much better, and then she kind of falls off because they're just better units than Kate. With better skills, better, just better class in general, because Lady Knights kind of stink. Being locked to 4 move until you promote just stinks. I mean, if you're playing slow, it's fine, which I am, but, like, it just kind of stinks. Anyway, yeah. She's okay.
Any creators that are looking to level up their storytelling and their content creation need a website like Artlist.
Artlist played a huge role in how I planned my project.
The diversity of tools in Artlist really.
All right. All right. All right. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. All right, back to the game. Alright, cool. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna just kill, ain't it? Yeah, two. Yeah, he just does 8. And he just does 8 damage. Yeah, and he pretty much is guaranteed to hit. I'd rather give it to Chryson. It's all looking for Christ. Yeah. I could do it if like all these guys weren't just gonna hit her out immediately afterwards. Yeah. Alright. I do like the animations for this game. They're pretty good. They're a little bit static, but they're good. Okay. Enemy turn 5. Oh, she has high crit, but she's only gonna do 3 damage. Oh. He does double though. Oh, I'm getting pegged. Ow. My face. Oh, but I double. I also double. Wow, this guy does not have any speed, does he? Oh, I don't double here. Nice, perfect. I just need to not kill. Just don't actually kill them. Cool. Yeah, good job, Kate. Soften it up for Sasha. Sasha. Nice. That crit was entirely pointless, but it's fine. This is probably going to be a problem if I do this. Yeah, because the archer's just gonna move over there. They're just gonna move backwards. But it'd probably be smarter to do this so like I get attacked into. I'm gonna get hit by, like, if I attack into that, I'm gonna have to take an iron, like a... Oh, but I won't kill these guys outright, right? Yeah. I still take 9 though. Oh, but he does less damage. Okay. I get it now. I understand. Alright. Okay. Oh right, I muted the game. Why did I mute the game? Hold on. I mute the game. Settings. Okay, cool. Let's do something dumb. Oh, I just killed him. I can give that to Sasha. That's worth. I'm gonna make him use rapier. So, sorry. Oh wait, yeah, I know how to do it. That is rapier equipped yet. Right? He does. Arcus, you hang back and exist, I guess. Oh, he's coming. Oh lord, he's coming. Alright. You do get a lot of experience for dodging, or just doing combat in general. Oh, he had the herb. That's probably a mistake then. That was a big oof. Yeah. That was a big mistake on my part, wasn't it? I didn't realize that was the guy with the herb. Technically he drops that, but like, it's probably too late now. Alright, guess you better not crit. Cool. Alright. Cool. HP and magic, I'll take it. No mastery though. Or HP. Oof. I can't reach. No. I actually don't want him to get the kill. Alright. Cool. We got the herb now. Can I use this card to shoot him? I'd take 4. That wouldn't, like, do nearly enough. I just kinda hope he doesn't crit. Russ. He will not stand in my way. I'm not really standing in your way, man. That animation. It's great. Oh. I actually have to do this. There we go. This will get him. Oh, I failed. Yes, you did, Russ. Alright, okay. Look at HP. Alright. Not great, but not, you know, terrible. I don't die, yay! The shield put me at 1 health. Alright. I think I could risk it. Just for the extra experience, why not? I lose what, 1 shield hit? It's fine. Alright, that's fine. No experience. Oh, Javelin only has 32. Yeah, then let's save the Javelin uses. Come on. Skill, mastery, HP. Okay, that's good. So now he has literally there's literally nothing between them. Soldiers are turning tail. Good. Where's that girl we found? She's safe and sound with us. Ah, there she is. Are you alright? Yes, thank you very much. Those are Valtese soldiers, right? Why were they after you? Look like someone of noble upbringing. Oh, Runan, I thought you recognized her. This is Princess Sasha of Welt. Princess Sasha? I am pleased to see you again, Lord Runan. Now you. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you. I didn't recognize you. it's like she's just like, I dyed my hair. It's like she's like, I dyed my hair bright blue. You know what I just realized? Why does she have blue hair? Because neither of her parents had blue hair, so how does she have blue? Neither of her parents have blue hair. Something ain't adding up here. I'm smelling an affair. I smell the affair. I get a deep whiff of affair. Oh, cool. I finished uploading. Hold on. Okay. I got it. 502. Okay. Sorry, I'm uploading something again. I just gotta keep uploading. Get rid of them on my computer, so it's taking up too much space. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay.
Are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
I think it explains style. There's no right way of doing things, just yours.
Alright. No one's here, which sucks, but I'm back. It's a bathroom. Oh. Alright. This is like such a incoherent picture. Alright, yeah. Oh wait, sorry. Turn off the music. Don't worry about it. It's been years since I last saw you, though I recognize your kind eyes. How do you recognize someone's eyes? How do you recognize someone's eyes? Wait, how do you do that? Saga's an eyeball collector. Like the eyes of her enemies. She just goes like smell. Just have a collection. She just has a jar of eyes. For sure, wow, you're very kind. I'll check you here today. So I'm 10 years old when I accompanied my father on this trip to Rome. I recall meeting the young princess, but you've changed so much I would never have guessed you were the same girl. He's like, hot damn. Rod just goes like, I thought you were ugly before, but now you're... Eugen just goes like, fruit on, slaps him. All I remember, milady. Oh, you must be Lord Ruel's guardian. Your name was Eugen. At your service, milady. Yes, that's right, General Eugen. Thank you for your kindness. Princess Sasha, would you mind telling us what's happening here in Well? Why is a member of royalty being pursued by our own soldiers? Are you familiar with the Battle of Balt, Lord Renan? Naturally. About half a year back, the Western Alliance united to rescue Reeve from the Empire's clutches, starting with Fort Balt, but they were decimated. We heard from the townspeople here that King Raphael has been missing ever since. Unfortunately, it's true. We haven't heard a word from my father. Most of the brave nobles and knights who accompanied my father were killed. Only a handful managed to return to us. With so much of the nobility gone, those who remain have been greedily abusing their power. How many nobles are on this island? How many nobles can you have on one island? Eventually you'd think they'd just like... But you'd think there'd be some nobles. Without my father to keep them in line, they're running the country into the ground. But even with his majesty gone, how could Welt be so crippled after a single defeat? Surely your father left contingencies in place in case the battle went poorly. Or at least left someone trustworthy to manage things while he was off in battle. Yes, of course. Our Chancellor was left in charge, but he has since fallen ill and passed away. After that, Count Coda of Gram named himself the replacement Chancellor. Everything went south after that. Coda has levied absurd taxes on all our people and banished all those who dare to question his authority. Coda sounds like a CK3 character someone makes. He sounds like a CK3 character. He made the taxes and he raised the taxes triple, and then kept banishing him, sending people to jail. He's become nothing short of a tyrant. What about your mother? Surely the Queen has something to say about all of this. After being made aware of Coda's tyranny, my mother prepared a decree to exile him and appoint Count Marlin as Chancellor in his place, but who's Count Marlin? He's the Count of Verger to the east. He was unable to accompany my father to the Battle of Hull due to his age, but he is loyal and honorable, loved by the citizenry and nobility alike. My father always wanted him to be his Chancellor, but Count Marlin insisted that he was not worthy of the honor. He still resides in Verger today. See, so you're on your way to Verger to deliver your mother's decree to him? Yes, my mother entrusted her letter to my personal knight, Kate, and told us to flee to Count Marlin's side. Alright, I understand. We'll help escort you to Verger. I'd like to meet this Count Marlin myself. Happy to hear it, but what are you doing here in Walt? Last I'd heard you were holding out against the Empire in Granada. I'll tell you about it on the way. You should leave here before Coda sends reinforcements after you. Oh well. Queen Liza, how do you fare? If there's anything at all I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask. Count Coda, how long do you intend to keep me confined in this room? Are you not ashamed as one of King Raphael's allegiance? No, this is... I have heard rumors that you are planning to form an alliance with the Empire. Do you honestly believe that Raphael would allow such foolishness? What sort of excuse do you intend on giving the king when he returns? With all due respect, your majesty, King Raphael was lost to us long ago. As Chancellor, it is my duty to protect our nation, is it not? The king is alive. I am his wife, I would know. Count Coda, I ask that you cease your oppression of my people at once. There's still time to repent for your sins. You would be, your majesty. Generous as I am, I still have my limits. Are you threatening me? Then spare yourself the trouble and kill me now. Your name shall be stained forever in history as a filthy traitor. Count Coda, if you have no further business, I ask you to leave. I need some rest. Damn, she just destroyed him. She just destroyed him. She just absolutely destroyed him. That man no longer has. That man got absolutely destroyed. God's damned, that impudent woman. I'm such a killer off after all. No, my lord, if we harm the queen now, the unaligned nobles will turn against us. The royal family of Welt descends from General Sutherland the Great. Taking any action against them directly would be ruinous. What do you suggest we do then? Why does Coda look like he has several pimples? He has like the weird mustache. The queen's hope lies in Count Marlin. If he were lost, she would surely give in to us. Yes, we must eliminate Marlin. Let us make haste. If we take too long, the neutral nobles may side with the queen anyway. Yes. Murder. Always the solution. It truly is a CK3, Lord. Preparations are complete, Father. We will be departing shortly. Old Raffin, I just received a report from Port Sara. Princess Sasha is safe. She's heading here as we speak. Is that true? I thought she was being pursued by Coda's soldiers. She was rescued by a group of knights who had landed at Sara. Small band, a few dozen at most, but apparently quite valorous. Knights? Could it be the Empire? I don't think so. The report says their ship was flying the flag of Musa. Or Mousa, however you pronounce it. Oh, so soldiers from Reeve? Seems that way. Likely Brazilians, specifically, since their last remaining base at Granada fell only a few weeks ago. That would make them Lord Renown and Lord Holmes, right? Do you think they're seeking asylum? Perhaps, in any case, they are undoubtedly in search of friends here. King Raphael and the late Duke Gramad. That's not Gramad, Gramoud of Israelia were like brothers. The king's decision to leave Revolt was likely in part to avenge his fallen friend. I wouldn't be surprised if Lord Runan had not come to World seeking aid. You'll offer him aid, Father? I know his citizens hail him as a hero for holding his own against the Empire, but what do you think of him? He may be brave, but he's still just a boy, far too young to be called a hero. The citizens are simply projecting that image onto him because their true hero, Duke Gramoud, has fallen. Do you think the rumors are untrue? Only that they are exaggerated. I have no doubt that Runan might one day live up to his father's name. As for whether or not I will aid him, we must first deal with our own troubles before we can assist with Reeves. Regardless, we must thank him and his knights for rescuing the princess. Raph and go to the castle gate and prepare to greet them. They deserve a proper welcome. Yes, Father. May I accompany you, brother? Or would just I be in the way? I think it's a grammar thing. What do you mean, Esther? Well, it's been a long time since you last met the princess. Perhaps thought that you might prefer some time to yourselves. Okay, don't be absurd. I have sworn loyalty to the princess as a knight of Welt. That's all there is to it. Ha, you're the same as I ever do, brother. I'm sure the princess would appreciate a kind word or two from you for a change. Ah, Esther, if you have time to waste on such useless gossip, why don't you spend it on your training? I went through all the trouble of convincing Father for you to let you train as a knight, but not once have you taken your responsibility seriously. One day I'll return to Barge, and I won't be able to protect you anymore. I never asked you to protect me. Storms off. Wait, Esther. Raffin, you mustn't be so casual with her. We don't need the knights to start gossiping about Lady Esther and her foster brother. Wait, I don't know what that's implying. Is that implying the knights will think they're, like, in a relationship? What? 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 I don't get that. Who would think that? Whatever. Medieval times. It'd be medieval o'clock. Okay. Did I just get rid of them? I'm so stupid. I just got rid of the music. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, hold on. Yes, Father. I will choose my words more carefully. Dude, Raffin doesn't need to choose them more carefully. Back to what's around. It's a miserable Sasha. I see. Good Lord Gramoud. Yes. He was burned to death by the terror of Musa. My father worked... Another grammatical thing. My father tried so hard to end the war with Canaan and the Empire. When there was finally hope of a treaty in Nozaria, he was overjoyed and headed over at once. But the Empire had somehow resurrected back the holy dragon Musa. My father was reduced to ash along with thousands of other innocent people by the dragon's breath. Jesus Christ, that's a little bit heavy. It's a little bit heavy. What happened to your dad? You know, he burned to death along with thousands of others by a dragon. Just casual genocide, it's fine. Sorry. He's so kind. Sasha, my Gramoud used to visit Welt very frequently. He cared for me like his own daughter. The last time we met, he even offered for me to go visit Roselia. Lord Gramoud was very fond of you, Lady Sasha. He always dreamed of welcoming you to Roselia as Lord Runan's queen. He was sorely disappointed that you could not, though, since you are the only heir to the throne of Welt. Is that true, Eugen? But I have no plans to take the throne. My father would never have wished as much. Lord Gramoud, he should have told me. Well then, Lady Sasha, would say you come to Roselia with us. Yeah, good job, Eugen. Let's just go to the invaded country. What kind of offer is this? It's like invaded. What? Eugen, let's get going. Yes, of course. Lord. Eugen just not reading the room. What can I buy? Nothing good. That is 38 hit. Why? Yeah. Let's see myself free for this one. It took me 56 minutes. Really? Princess Sasha, we've been expecting you. Raffin, why didn't you come to my aid? Barely escaped from the palace of my life. I thought you'd be there for me, but no, you just left me on my own. Forgive me, the report of your escape only came in late last night. Just imagine, she's like just ready to escape, and Raffin just is gone. Raffin just like teleported out of there. He's like, nah. He's not prepared for the sudden news, so my departure was delayed. Cold-hearted. Don't care at all about me, do you, Raffin? I trusted you. My humblest apologies. Don't worry, Raffin, I'm kidding. I just wanted to tease you. I'm not mad at you at all. he's like really angry. Did I upset you? You've always been so serious and stoic, as if nothing in heaven or earth could ever move you. Wanted to see you flustered just once. Apologize if I angered you. Sorry, Raffin. Lady Sasha, would you mind introducing your friend to us? Oh, of course. This is Raffin, son of Count Marlon of Verdry. Please follow me. Let's continue this conversation inside. My father's been waiting for you. I see, so that is what happened. I suspected it would be you, Lord Ronan, when I heard reports of the flag of Musa sailing into Port Sora. So you are here to ask for reinforcements? That is correct. Brazilian knights were among the finest in Reeve, but our numbers have dwindled in the recent string of battles. They keep getting picked off by the bears. the random ambush spawns. The ambush spawns got them good. We have no hope of retaking our homeland with only a handful of knights left. So we decided to seek aid from our close friend and mighty ally of, well, you flatter us, but surely you must know the sort of chaos our kingdom is in now that Chancellor Koda is in charge. Providing troops to you under our current circumstances would be difficult. I completely understand, Count Marlon. However, I believe we may be able to come to an arrangement. We may be able to come to a deal. Could you tell me more about Koda? Koda is the head of a powerful family. His roots lie in the royal house of General Sutherland himself. He is the Count of Graham, a vast region north of the royal capital of Fort Welp. He is cunning, greedy, and vile. The sort of man who would do anything to get his way and stay in power. Why let a man like that run loose? Can you not expel him from the court? As you've likely heard, Welp suffered massive losses in the Battle of Bald 6 months ago. Koda and many other nobles were against joining the Western Alliance, arguing that we should seek peace with the Empire. But King Raphael would have none of it. As the Empire joined forces with the Dark Necromancers of Kirksel, I don't know how to pronounce that. The king knew that if the Emperor were not stopped, he would lead the world to ruin. Only brave nobles who were loyal to the king accompanied him to Fort Bald. I see. So now only those disgraceful nobles such as Koda remain. Well, not entirely. I am ashamed to say that I, too, was one of those who stayed behind. Ah, forgive me. The king undoubtedly trusted you to keep watch over Welch in his absence. Is there no way to stop Koda? I tried many times to talk some sense into the man, but not once has he heeded me. Our only choice left is to expel him by force, but Verge lacks the sufficient manpower. Akota's force is that numerous? Not exceptionally, but the main problem is that the bulk of our troops are lost at Bolt, including my elder son. Only those knights under the command of my younger son Raffin remain. We would have enough soldiers left to fight Kota, but bandits near Taros have taken advantage of our diminished numbers and begun attacking our rural villages. As Lord of Verge, it is my foremost duty to protect my people, and as such I cannot spare the troops to deal with Kota. I understand. In that case, allow us to assist with your bandit problem. That way, we may focus our efforts on reclaiming Fort Welch from Kota. Does that sound acceptable to you? I have no objections, of course. However, are you sure you want to involve yourselves in this? We would have it no other way. Very well. Raffin, please accompany the Brazilians. You can serve as our guide in our lands. Yes, Father. I shall go as well. No, Esther. You will stay here. Hold, Raffin. As a knight, one must never run from the face of battle. You may go as well, Esther. Prove yourself a worthy daughter of this house. I will, Father. Lord Runan, I would be pleased to spare you one more of my best soldiers. Please come this way. These soldiers wish to join you in your quest. However, I ask that you only take them. This rest will be necessary to guard the keep. Alright. Oh, he just the same thing. Funny enough, Marlin has stats, even though he's not. He actually has stats, which is weird. Like, he has stats and stuff, even though he, like, isn't a playable unit. It's really weird. Stats are actually pretty good. His only bad stat is luck. All the rest of his stats are amazing. Okay. So we got 4 units we can choose from. We got Lee, Ezekiel, Naren, and Luca. 2 of these are really good. One of these guys is bad. And the other is no. No, it's not. No, it's just, it's like 2 of these guys are really good. One of them is okay, and the last one is bad. Let's start with one of the better ones, Lee. And you are? My name is Lee. I am a bishop in the service of Count Marlin. I may not be handy with a blade, but I have magical skills to offer. What do you think, Eugen? Let's see. Bishop Lee specializes in both healing offense and offensive magic. Both are abilities that our force currently lacks. However, we cannot expect him to stand at the front lines with a sword in his hand. You're an axe soldier, yes? Pleased to meet you, Lord Renan. I'm Ezekiel, frontline combat expert. What do you think, Eugen? Let's see. So Ezekiel specializes in the axe. His attacks are powerful, albeit lacking in accuracy. He is strong, and above all experienced. He would immediately be a valuable asset. Forgot. What's your name? I'm Naren. I was just knighted last month, but I promise I'll do my best. Please, Lord Runan, let me accompany you. What do you think, Eugen? Let's see. I appreciate Naren's enthusiasm, but I do not see any particular skill worth noting. Still, maybe, just maybe, he might be a diamond in the rough, just needing to be polished. You don't look like a soldier. Yes, I am Luca from a village north of Graham. I escaped from Kota's tyranny and fled here to Verge. I am merely a hunter, but please allow me to help you defeat the bandits. Runan, we do not yet have a competent archer among our ranks. Literally have Kate, but that's fine. Kate literally is an archer, but whatever. His skill with the bow may be just what we need right now. Literally, Kate shoots bows, and spoiler alert, shoots them better than Luca, but... God, okay. No. Okay. Okay, so then we got 4 units. We can only pick one of these. at the moment. We can only pick one of these guys, so the other three will not join us. We will get the chance to pick another one of them later. All right. So anyway, so the first one we're gonna look at is Lee. Lee, really good. Lee is really good. Lee is one of the two really good units. His bases are amazing. 13 magic, 11 speed is insane. 9 skill, 12 mastery. Like, he's just insane. He can use all the basic types of magic. He has healing. He comes with a physics staff, which he comes with physic, heal, and fire, which is great. All are great. Fire is a really good early game spell. Heal is great. Physics is amazing, and you don't get physics for a bit. Lee is also unique in that he is one of 2 healers in this game that can do combat. Most characters in this, he is only one of 2 playable healers that can do combat. The other character we'll get later, but he is the only one that is competent in combat. The other one is not very good at combat, and really the combat part is just a weird thing. But yeah, Lee is really good. His growth rates are really bad, but they don't matter, like, really at all. He's got 35 HP, 15 magic, 10 skill agility, 10 skill, 10 speed, 20 luck, 10 mastery, 5 defense. His growth rates don't really matter at all. 13 magic will get him through most of the game. 11 speed will make it so that he doesn't get doubled for a lot of the game, for a lot of the early game. He's basically a healer, and he does that really well. He's a healer that does damage and does that really well. He also gives another character a unique staff that you only get if you recruit him here at this point. And that staff is pretty good. Overall, I'd say Lee is a fantastic unit. Like, he does what he wants to. He's a healer. He does it really well. He does magic damage really well. He's your first mage, technically. Overall, he's a really good unit. I'd say the only thing about him is that he falls off late game compared to a lot of other units, but, like, he's really good early game, so he's good. Next is Ezekiel. Ezekiel is okay. As you can see, also, Lee is one of the few characters that does not start with any skills, and he doesn't learn any skills. So he will never gain another skill unless you give him, like, a skill book, or teach him a skill through that things. Oh, sorry, Lee is the only playable character in this game who does not start with or learn any skills by level up. But he's still really good. Next is Ezekiel. Ezekiel is alright. The problem with Ezekiel is that you have to choose him and lose other units. Ezekiel's not a problem anyway. Ezekiel's starting stats are really good. 8 strength, 7 speed, 7 defense, really good. His luck is a bit low, but everyone's luck is low, and everyone's magic is low. His mastery is really good. He comes with 2 skills. He comes with Urbanite and Lethality, so he just can sometimes instantly kill someone. Instantly kill a unit, although that's going to be very rare, I think, because I don't think his stats are good enough. Later on, he learns a bunch of other field type skills as he levels up. He gets Mountain Fighter at 12, Plains Fighter at 18, and Frontier Fighter at 74. His growth rates are pretty good, pretty average, pretty good to average. 75 HP, 25 Strength, 5 Magic, 25 Skill, 20 Speed, 25 Luck, 30 Mastery, 28 Defense. Overall, he's pretty decent. The problems with Ezekiel are he starts off with the Steel Axe, which weighs him down a lot. Oh, okay. The Steel Axe weighs him down by at least 13. So his good base speed goes to nothing. You can give him Gyro's Iron Axe though, so it does get evaded. But axes are very heavy, so his good speed is kind of negated. Other thing bad part about Ezekiel is that his accuracy is awful. Axes have bad accuracy, and his skill is just not that great. It's slightly better than Gyro's, but it's not good enough to. But that's why he gets. But then he also gets all the terrain skills to boost his accuracy and avoid. So yeah. When he promotes to a really good class sergeant. You get access to both swords and lances on that one, but he'll probably just use it for lances, honestly. The main Ezekiel is also needed to permanently get a secret unit in this game that you have to do a bunch of stuff for. But overall, the main problems with Ezekiel are he has really low speed starting off. His accuracy problems early on, and the fact that picking him means you don't get Lee or the other really good unit, and that sucks. Next, we're gonna go to Naren. Naren is the other insanely good unit, and you might be looking at him and go like, "Huh? What do you mean? How is Naren equal to Lee? Lee is a pre-promoted bishop. How is this a level 1 cavalier equal to him?" Naren is very unique in the sense that, like, the game is a little bit misleading. The game implies that this unit is a growth unit, that like his growth rates are insane and he just gets insane stat boosts. And the Paragon also leads you to think that like he's just like a training unit. He starts at level 1, but like if you level him up, he's going to turn out insane with insane growth rates. That's not the case. Naren's growth rates are actually average compared to everyone else's. His growth rates are 60 HP, 35 strength. He has a pretty good strength growth. 15 magic. He has a really high magic for some reason. 25 skill, 20 speed, 25 luck, 30 mastery, 22 defense. Like, his growth rates are just average across the board for tiering Saga. And he does get some pretty good skills. He gets at level 12, at level 16 he gets Canto, and level 12 he gets Lethality, if he's promoted. Now, those things aren't what makes Naren amazing. Paragon helps a lot, but those things aren't what makes Naren amazing. What makes Naren amazing is his promotion. Naren promotes to Gold Knight. Gold Knight is the best class in the game. Or sorry, one of the best classes in the game. His promotion games are insane. Just to put this in perspective, when Naren promotes, he gets plus 8 HP. He gets plus 8 HP, plus 6 strength, plus 7 skill and speed, plus 5, I think, luck, plus 4 defense, and plus 1 move. I think that's how it works. I think it's plus 5 luck. It might be plus 5 defense. I don't know. But those promotion games are absolutely nutty. Naren's growth rates don't matter at all. Like, at base, if Naren doesn't get a single stat point, which is incredibly unlikely at level 10, like, his promotion gains alone carry him throughout most of the game. The promotion gains alone will carry him throughout most of the game. And then on top of that, he has growth rates that can increase it even further. Like, average growth rates. He is one of the best combat units. Or best, just in general, combat units because of those insane promotion games. And plus, you don't need him to kill anything to level up. He has Paragon. Like, you can have him just chip and then level up incredibly fast. He is probably the best candidate for the first Night Crest you get in the game, because he gets a skill if he's promoted at level 12, before level 12, and he can just go to town. Naren can very easily carry you throughout the entire game. I think late game he can fall off a bit if he gets really unlucky. I think overall Naren is a really, really good unit and actually competes with Lee as a choice. I think you can't go wrong with choosing Lee or Naren. You can't go wrong choosing either of them. Both of them will do really, really well and help you a lot. Ezekiel not as much, but he's pretty decent. And then we get to Luca. Okay. Or Ruka. Sorry, sometimes he's Ruka, sometimes he's Ruka on the wiki. Luca's really bad. Luca is one of the worst units in the game. So Luca's an archer. That kind of stinks. There's only one, I would say, really good archer in this game. There's one really good archer, a mediocre one, and then the rest of the pure archers are pretty bad. Luca is just in a really bad spot. His stats aren't good. At base, like, his speed is good. But his strength and defense are abysmal. His skill isn't that great. At 5, it's just decent. His luck is garbage. His mastery is actually really bad for bows. For bows, you want really high mastery, because you want to use the really good bows as soon as possible. Because the wooden bow sucks. It's 3 might. And Luca is going to be stuck with bad bows for a while, because you need really high mastery to get the good bows. And Luca's growth rates aren't. They're pretty good. 60 HP, 25 strength, 5 magic, 50 skill, 40 speed, 40 luck, 25 mastery, 15 defense. The problem is, almost every other bow user outside of like 2 is better than Luca. Like, you get one in 2 chapters, in 2 maps, that's just the best bow unit in the game, basically the best bow unit in the game, and it just negates Luca. And there's no reason to field Luca. Like there's never a reason to field him. His bad strength just hurts his damage a lot, and he doesn't have something like Sasha or Naren to make up for it. He's just kind of sucks. And his skills also suck. He gets charge, he gets adept at 15. No, he gets charge at 15, sorry. He gets charge at 15, which means you get to initiate. Oh, it doesn't show me on this. Okay. Which means you can maybe do more rounds of combat. That's at 15. And that's not a great skill anyway. And then you get adept at 30. Of course you get city fighting when you promote, but like he's gonna compete. Yeah, Lucas. Funnily enough, he is right. He is part. There is an event with him. There is an event between him and another playable unit, wherein he dies and makes the other unit much better. So yeah, that's his only use. Other than that, Lucas really bad. There's no reason. The other really big downside to Luca, because otherwise, like despite all those flaws, he's still he's still usable, right? Like he still would be usable, right? The problem with Luca is, to pick him, you'd have to give up Naren, Ezekiel, and Lee. You'd have to give up one of those three, and it's never worth. It's just not worth. Like, why would you do that? There's no point. Like, now hate on Luca, but like, there's no point in giving up like those two amazing units, or even Ezekiel, a pretty good unit, for like just something really bad. Just like the worst bow unit. He is a meme though, so I guess if you want to do a meme run, you can use him. He's pretty good for that. But yeah, that's Luca. We're not picking Luca. We're gonna pick best boy. Okay, hold on. We're gonna pick best boy. Naren. Your choice? Yes. Lorena, I heard that you're going to bring those bandits to justice. Yes, the villages in the south are being hit the worst. Things will only get worse for them if we don't act quickly. Raffin is going with you. Also, those stats that were shown with Naren when he was in the building up there, those were his dismounted stats. He has better stats when he's mounted. Because mounted units have to dismount while indoors, so their stats take a penalty. Going with you. Haruna, may I accompany you as well? Afraid I cannot take you along. Why not? Even Esther is going. After we deal with the bandits, the next step will be liberating Well. He will have the responsibility of leading the Liberation Army. For now, you should rest and prepare for the upcoming battles. I must ask you to stay here with Kane until our return. As you wish. Princess Sasha, you needn't worry about Lord Renan. He is a hero of Reeve, after all. Such a man would never fall to a band of simple outlaws. Renan just goes like, hold my beer, and it just gets immediately unaxed. Just like they go into battle and immediately a guy just slams their axe into Renan's head and just falls over dead. Raffin's like, oh, shit. Whoop! I regret everything I just said. Raffin, there's no time for talking. Taurus is in danger. Urunan, we must strike swiftly. Indeed, we should get going. Right, everyone. Charge! Immediately gets run over by everyone else on horses. Fortwell. What? The princess still walks free? Yes, I'm afraid so, my lord. Grr. You useless idiots. You let her escape to Verger of all places. We have no choice now. We must capture the princess no matter what the cost. Bring me General Eretz. Or Ertz. I think it's Eretz. Lord Coda, you summon me? General Eretz, Marlin has raised an army in rebellion. Her Majesty, the Queen, has ordered his execution. Bring me his head, and you shall replace him as Count of Verger. Is that true? Very well then. The impudent fools won't know what hit him. Wait a minute, General Eretz. Count Marlin is a veteran general of no small renown. His son Raffin is no joke either. I've fought him before in the royal tourneys, but not once could I best him. If you're going against them, you're on your own. I don't want any part in it. This soldier went like, I fought him in a tourney, I didn't win. That means I'm going to be fighting them solo, obviously, in the battle, so I'm dipping. It's like, peace, and just goes. You're out of line, soldier. How dare you embarrass me in front of the Lord Chancellor? We're Knights of Welt, General Eretz, not the Chancellor's personal lackeys. Why should we be listening to him? What are you implying? I told you the Queen herself has ordered this attack. Then bring her here. I'll ask her myself. The Queen has been ill from shock after the rebels made off with the princess. No one is allowed near her quarters. what are your soldiers doing keeping watch in front of her door? If you ask me, it looks like you're keeping her prisoner. Ah, such insolence. You're with those rebels, aren't you? Guard, seize this traitor and throw him into the dungeon. Oh dear, I am in trouble, aren't I? But let me tell you one thing before I go, your chancellorness. The knights of Vault are loyal to the king and to the princess. The only ones who will listen to you are your own troops, or idiots like Areds. You think you're going to overthrow the kingdom? This kingdom always sat idly by. I'm afraid you're sorely mistaken. Why, you guards, forget the dungeon. Execute this man at once. What's his crime, sir? Think one up yourself, you useless half-wit. Right. Areds, I'm returning to my own lands. You will first escort me to Grom. Of course, my lord, we can bring you there on the way to Berger. Why the sudden decision? I am returning to gather more of my own men. I cannot trust these capital guards, as you can see. Areds, let this be a lesson to you. If you dare betray me, you can be sure that your wife and children will be the first ones to pay. Wow. Code is a good man. Code is the best. Yeah, there's only the best men casually threaten their generals. Alright. Oh, we get access to a better armory. Doesn't this sell? Oh yeah, this sells good stuff. This sells iron lances, which are really good. And javelins. Okay, so we got 2 armies. Got Areds. Well, actually weighs himself down a lot with this steel lance. We got the bandits that we're gonna fight. Yazam. Yazam, I love that move. Alright, so we got a few new units. We actually got 2 new ones. Alright. I'll talk about them right now. Why not? We got them right now. Okay. We got Esther and we got Raffen. I'll talk about Esther first. Because she's first in the roster for some reason. Esther. So, Esther is kind of in a crappy spot. Esther's bases are really bad. 4 strength, 4 skill, 4 speed, and 4 defense isn't great. 3 mastery and 21 HP. Her stat bases are really bad. She does come with Urbanite though, which is nice. And Esther does get really good skills by level up. She gets the really broken Wrath at level 14. She gets Paragon at 20 and Vantage at 28. And her growth rates are pretty good. She's got 50 HP, 30 strength, 15 magic, 30 skill, 35 speed, 45 luck, 25 mastery, 18 defense. And her promotion gains are pretty good. I think the problems of the style are definitely her bases. Her bases really let her down. The one good news is that was it Tearing Saga enemies are pretty weak, especially early game, so she can get some levels and then start using her growth rates to patch herself up. Once she starts getting skills, she becomes a really good unit, and she promotes. She's a pretty good unit. I think what really holds her back is her bases, but she's in a good class and she can do some work. So I think she's alright. She's not like one of the best units in the game, she's just on the lower end, but like she's still usable and she's still good. I think once you get Wrath, she becomes really, really good. It's just a little bit tricky to get her there with her low bases. And then we come to Raffen. Raffen is one of the... Raffen is a really, really good unit. Raffen is a pre-promote who promotes. Raffen has a story event where he can promote again from his promoted class. Which is pretty good. But anyway, Raffen. His base stats are amazing. He comes with a Killer Lance and a Steel Sword, which are really good. He comes with Kanto, which means he can move again after he attacks. His base stats are amazing. His growth rates are really good. Are actually on par or better than a lot of other units. He's got 80 HP, 35 strength, 5 magic, 40 skill, 30 speed, 20 luck, 45 mastery, and 25 defense. He gets Vantage at 17, and he gets Adept at 24. Although those don't really matter. Raffen is a really good solid combat unit. He's not spectacular. His base stats really carry him. His base stats and good growth rates really carry him. You'll basically use him throughout the entire game. Past a certain point, he will promote to a Wyvern Rider or a Dragon Rider and become much better, being able to fly around everything. But he will be weak to bows. Overall, Raffen is a really good unit. I think the only thing that holds him, is like, Raffen is a really good unit. I think his only downsides, I would say, is that his skill pool is kind of just utility, and nothing that like helps him really in combat until he gets Adept. And he doesn't have like a really he doesn't have a unique weapon. Like a lot of units in this game have like weapons unique to them and like specific weapons. He does not have that. But I think he's one of the best. I still think he's one of the best units in the game, just because of like being a pre-promote with really good stats that promotes again and gets more stats, and he just can really become one of your best combat units, even though he doesn't have a unique weapon or like an amazing skill pool or anything like that. He's just solid. He's just a really solid unit. And there's no reason not to use him. Yeah. But yeah. Those are those two. I mean, they're pretty good. Both of them are decent, at least. I'm actually gonna buy an Iron Lance. Wait, can I? You need to have 4 mastery. Okay. I'm gonna give this to Esther. I know they're actually the exact same, but like, actually, the Iron Sword and the Slim Lance are the exact same. I'm gonna buy buy an Iron Lance. Give it to Naren. Iron Lance is just really good in this game. I should buy another one. I have to be kind of careful with my money, though. I have to be kind of conservative with my money a little bit. Because I need to have at least 20,000. But I think you got a lot of money in this game, so I think I'll be fine. If I need to, I can sell stuff. Yeah, let's find another Iron Lance. If she gets 1 point of mastery, she can use Iron Lances, and that thing becomes really good. I think Naren with an Iron Lance is really good. Naren basically doesn't need much weapons. He just needs the Iron Sword for most of it. Two and four. I do like the sword music. Oh wait. Okay. Okay, hold on. What is it? Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright. Cool, okay. I was distracted. Oh, it's fine though. Time for chapter 2. Took me a little bit to get to chapter 2. Subduing the bandits. Taurus. Alright. We can bring everyone to this fight. Let's just fight. The horses are here. Garrett is coming at the end. Miss Julia, are you sure you'll be alright? Yes, I must do what I can. It's the least I can do in return for what you all did and Sister Enta did for me, saving my life like you did. I'm gonna ask you to change your mind, but please accept this from us. Such a beautiful sword. You give a treasure like this to me? A traveling merchant left it behind by mistake some years ago. None of us here have the skill to use it, but it'd be well suited for you, Miss Julia. Of course, thank you. No bandit will be a match for me now. You alright, Sister Enta? Yes. You're unbelievable, sister. It's good to help those in need, but you're taking it all a bit too far. You go knocking on a bandit hideout door all on your own just because there was someone who needed healing there? That man was in grave danger. Had I been but a little later, he would not have survived. Once he recovered, he didn't waste any time throwing you into the dungeon. Sounds just like something Yazam would do. Is that his name? Yazam? Yeah, he's the leader of those bandits. That man you saved is the biggest, baddest, and cruelest of them all. I'm sorry, but still, I know. Master Eisenbach always says never to overlook a person in need. I must really admire that old man, huh? Yes, the Master is wise. He preaches the teachings of Mars, the secret spirit of water. Really something, Lady Enta. You're not that much older than my little sister, but you're nothing like her. You're mature and you're considerate. You fear nothing, seek nothing in return. How can you be so strong? I'm not strong at all. I'm just... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. No, it's quite alright. If you say so. Crap, we can't be sitting here talking. The bandits will catch up to us. Stay behind me, Lady Enta. In an open valley like this, there's nowhere for us to hide. One wrong move and we'll be caught. Or, you know, dead. Because the bandits are not trying to catch you, they're trying to stab you. Ordered on, that is the village of Taurus. Taurus, just to the south. The bandits' hideout is to the west. How is the village doing? It seems to be safe for now. How can you tell? Because it's still standing. When those bandits attack, they pillage and burn, razing villages to the ground. They leave nothing behind. How cruel. Then I suppose you want us to show them no mercy in return. Of course, we shall deal them the only just punishment that exists in this world. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And if they surrender, do you still want us to kill them? Even if we choose not to, the villagers most certainly will. With their homes destroyed and their kinsmen murdered, a simple apology will not suffice. Besides, the bandits will never surrender. They know that the only thing that awaits them is death. There's no easy way out, is there? My good Sir Runan, these are harsh lands where people are desperate to scrape up a living. The people here lead hard lives from dawn till dusk. When there is a shortage of food, men resort to banditry to feed their families. Those who have had their villages destroyed also become bandits. We have to protect the village to prevent that vicious cycle. Alright, we'll send the faster cavalry units to the village first. We'll head for the bandits' base after we secure the village. Okay. Cool. Now it's time to talk about 3 new units. Yeah, we get 3 new units again. So time to talk about those. Okay. We get 3 units. We get Julia, Barst, and Inta. Well, not Barst, it's Barts. Barts with an S. Yeah, Barts with a Z, sorry. Let's start with Barts. Alright, so Bart's is the technical second axe fighter. He's either the second or third axe fighter you get. His bases are pretty good. They're actually much better than Ezekiel's, who joins like at the same time. He has 9 strength, 6 skill, 10 speed, 5 defense, 8 mastery, 1 luck, no magic, that's fine, 28 HP. So he's pretty bulky. He also has Mountaineer, so he's boosted on mountain maps, and this conveniently is a mountain map. So he gets +1 move and +10 hit and avoid on this map that he starts off in. His growth rates are pretty solid. Actually, they're not that great at all. He has 90 HP, 30 strength, no magic, 15 skill, 35 speed, 15 luck, 15 mastery, 18 defense. And he gets 1 other skill by level up. He gets charge at 15. Overall, Bart's is a pretty decent, solid unit. He joins with pretty good bases. He can reliably double things. He does a lot of damage. He does a lot of damage with his axe. The main problem with Bart's is that, like, outside of basically HP, strength, and speed, he's not really going to be gaining much in anything else unless you get lucky. And axes have really bad hit rate, so he's going to suffer in the hit rate department a lot if he's not on a mountain map. Like, if he's on a mountain map, his hit rate will be like but outside of mountain maps, his hit rate's going to be like start getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and he'll eventually just not really hit much. To be like an amazing axe user in this game, you have to have really good skill, and Bart's just doesn't have that. His base skill carries him for a bit, and it's better than Garrow's, but he's going to fall off. But like, for a large portion of the early game, he's really good, and he's their best axe user probably by far. So I'd say he's pretty good. Use him when you can. Just use him when you want to, you know. Next we have Enta. Enta has a star by them. I forgot to mention Sasha also had a star by them. If Enta dies, it's game over. Enta is the first. If you don't pick Lychee, it's the first healer you get. Enta is okay. Enta is okay. She has her own unique staff, unique to her, called the Save Staff. This allows you to... Well, it's actually not unique to her. It's unique to healers, but allows you to save the game in the middle of maps, which is pretty good. Her bases are pretty good outside of bulk. Her bulk is terrible. 15 HP, 1 defense. Like, she can get easily killed by any physical attacker if they hit her. If you let her get in, if you put her in the range of physical attackers, 1, what are you doing? And 2, she's gonna probably die. She did like 16 damage, 17 damage to skill her. It's just okay, 1 rounds her, and that's gonna happen. That can happen. Her base magic and speed and luck are really good. Her growth rates don't really matter, but it's there's only 2 growth rates that really matter. There's only like her growth rates don't really matter. Growth rates for healers don't matter in this game. Because she's not Lee or the other character, she can't do combat, so her offensive stats don't matter very much outside of just healing more. And most of later saves there's just heal enough that your magic stat doesn't matter, like in any capacity for healing. Her growth rates are 30 HP, 30 magic, 20 skill, 25 speed, 30 luck, 50 mastery, 5 defense. The only stat that matters is like mastery on a healer, because the more higher mastery, the better staves you can use. She does learn 1 skill at level 30, summon. How summon works is summon allows you to use summon staves in Tearing Saga. If you do not have so summon staves are staves that allow you to summon monsters, and it's a random amount. And then it'll just be NPC monsters that fight for you. A lot of healers, I think a lot of healers have that at base. Enta does not, which sucks. But Enta is basically the sap bot. She'll heal for you. She'll do a pretty good job healing for you. Keep her out of combat, because if she goes in combat, it's game over. You have to field her pretty much every chapter that she's in. She's decent. There's nothing really. She's just a staff bot. She's a staff bot. She's a pretty good one. Not as good as Lee, but like, she's pretty good. She'll do her job. And then last we have Julia. Julia is the first Myrmidon you get. Julia's... yeah. Julia's more on the mediocre side. Yeah, Julia's kind of mediocre. Her base speed and skill are really good. Her base HP is fine. It's like fine. Her defense is bad, which stinks. She has high mastery. She has good luck. One of the main problems with Julia is her strength. Base 4 is not good, and her growth in strength is only 25%. She has 50 HP, 25 strength, 10 magic, 45 skill, 40 speed, 25 luck, 35 weapon level, mastery, and 18 defense. So she's not really going to be bulky. So like her low strength really hurts her because you want to do a lot of damage, but like as a Myrmidon, basically there's 2 stats you want: strength and speed. That's all that matters. And not having strength hurts. She does learn some cool skills. She gets Adept at 8. She gets Rising Dragon, which is just like you get 3 times the attack for 1 turn. She gets Anti-Evil at 25, which is just a skill where you're good against monsters. And she gets Dragon Saint at 30. Oh, which is basically Astra. Okay. Is Astra. Okay. I actually have viewers. Nice. Welcome to Strom. Hi, welcome. Welcome viewers. Yeah, so Julia's like... The problem with Julia is that her strength. Her strength is just really bad at base. And... it's hard to bring her back from with just like a 1 in 4 chance of gaining strength. I feel if you get lucky with her strength, she becomes really good. But I feel like you have to get strength procs to make her really good. She does get really good skills. I just feel like it's either you get lucky with strength and she's really good, or you don't and you're not using her. It's kind of like Esther. I think Esther and Julia are kind of in the same boat where it's like if you get good level ups on them, they become really, really good, and you'll probably use them. But if they get bad level ups, you're not going to use them. You're probably going to drop them real fast because they're bad. Their bad bases and certain stats don't really make up for it. I feel like Estelle overall, though, she starts in a better class and she gets better skills because Wrath is really good in this game. Like Wrath is broken, so like. I kind of like Wrath. Kind of like Wrath in this game. Wrath is like nutty. Because Wrath, as I mentioned earlier, is basically every percentage of HP you're missing is just free crit. It's just free crit. Like, it's free. Just get more crit. Like, why would you not take that? You know? Like, free crit. Come on. But yeah, I think she's not bad. She's just like, I feel like she's dependent on getting like, she's a little bit dependent on level ups. But yeah, those are the 3 new units. And then we got 1 more unit this chapter, but that's not going to be until like much later. But yeah, game's gonna disappear for a second, just because stupid reasons. Because it's sometimes like, okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't want Pokemon Reborn. What? Okay, there we go. All right, we're just gonna move down with the Cavaliers. And then Garrow's just behind everyone else. He's too slow. Oh yeah, Julia also comes with a Scimitar and a Killing Edge. Both are pretty good weapons. The Scimitar is just the Scimitar is really weird. The Scimitar is actually one of the better weapons for early game. Just because it has really high might for a really low mastery. Like, you only need mastery level 2 to get a 7 might weapon. That's really good. That's probably the best you're gonna get at mastery 2. The only problem is its hit is abysmal, but it has crit, so. And then the Killing Edge is really good. 7, 90, 20. That's just good. No downsides, like. Yeah. Also, axes have like an insane amount of uses in this game. Like, whoever decided that axes should have 88 uses? Why? What? 33, 24, 88. Whatever. And steel axe has like 60. I guess it's so weird. It's so weird. I don't get it, but whatever. I guess it's to balance out that axes are heavy and have low accuracy. It's so weird. It's so weird too, the number. Like, why 88? Like, 88 just feels like a random ass number. Like, it doesn't feel like it's like an actual, like... Oh no. Yeah, see, Bartz does a lot of damage. The only problem with Bartz is his accuracy is always going to be shaky. Oh, that guy went down. Oh. Alright, I actually have to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Ooh, I'm gonna put on some music. Let me use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, sorry. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Alright. Who's ready for more tearing Saga? Yay! Who's ready? Say yippee in the chat if you're ready. Because the one person that was, well, the two people that were watching just left. God damn it, I was trying to be exciting, man. Man. Alright, let's go. Oh, Raffin's gotta move his butt. Oh yeah, I've been watching The Terror recently. That's a really good show. I've been watching it because I saw I was getting taken off of Hulu in like 8 days, so I was like, I'm gonna watch it. It's really good. It's basically like, it's an anthology horror series that only has 2 seasons, which sucks, because it's really done well so hard. But basically the first season is based on a book that tells a fictionalized version of what happened to like a fictionalized version of a real life event. So basically what happened was, which I didn't know this was a real event, in the late 1800s, like really late, like 1894. Oh no, in 1840, no, in the 1840s, right, yeah, not the late 1840s. Basically in the 1840s, there were a bunch of, in the 1800s basically, there were a bunch of expeditions to chart a passage through the Arctic, to gain a trade route through to China in the West, in Canada. So basically a bunch of explorers went on missions to do that, and one of them was Sir John Franklin. Sir John Franklin was a I was supposed to my ex of this guy. So John Franklin was basically a British explorer who took whose first voyage to the Arctic ended terribly. Went terribly. Basically, he didn't plan like at all very well. He didn't plan very well for the journey at all for any emergency contingencies. And when the plan started failing, he didn't pivot. So out of the 19 men that came with him, 11 starved to death, or died, or were murdered. Yeah, 11 people out of the 19. And basically, most of the hunters and like people that met him on the journey heavily criticized him and said and heavily ridiculed and criticized the journey, saying that he was to blame. But he came home to basically a knighting. So he then became a lord, and then he was led to star on the third expedition into the Arctic, which was to find a passage through to King William Land, through the Arctic to King William's Land, which is an island off of Canada, and to plot that it actually was an island, like they thought. Along the way, he went with, I think, James Cuvier, who was initially planned to be the captain because he had much more experience and was much more credible. But he was Irish and common born, so he wasn't gonna get it. So basically, they went on 2 ships, the Terror and the Erebus, and both ships disappeared along with all 120 men that went along the journey. like almost 200 years, the ships were never found. There were snippets found. There was like a log detailing that Franklin and a bunch of men died on the ships, and that like about 20 men died on the ships, and so everyone else abandoned them and went forward. And they were apparently found by Eskimo hunters. But yeah, none of the other men were ever, none of their bodies were ever found, and 2 bodies were found, but none of the other men were ever found. And it's implied they all died terribly. All died terribly and starved. They basically did. They froze to death, starved, died from lead poisoning. And it wasn't until like 2014 and 2016 that both ships were found. The first ship was found in 2014, and I think it was the Erebus, and it was like, and then Terror was found in 2016, and both were in like extremely good condition. But yeah, it's assumed they all died because none of them ever came back, and no one even found them. And no one even found their ships until 2014. So yeah, no. It's a yeah, they definitely all died. Like terrible deaths too. Like it was like starving to death, scurvy. It's implied there was cannibalism probably at one point because of just like, you know, there's no they were, because what happened was they were journeying and then they got caught in the ice and got stuck for like over a year, over like years. And so the show is based on the book, is basically like tells like the story of how they got stuck on the ice because they got stuck on the ice, and then they find creatures attacking them as well. And so far it's been really good. I'm gonna use the Iron Lance. But basically, so far it's very good. It's a really fun thing to watch. And then it's a really cool like period piece horror movie. I like it. I think the only things that could be like, I don't really have any faults with it other than the fact that like I like the main villain. I like the villains and all that, and I think it's a really good thing. And I like how in one thing the I like how it's not super clear who the main character is either. It kind of just goes into multiple different perspectives, which is cool. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing something real quick. Wow, this is doing insane. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's do this song.
Meet your new summer love, Little Caesar's thin crust pizza, with toppings all the way to the edge and a crispy crust.
I love you, Cindy.
Sorry, but that commercial voice guy was right. I only love thin crust.
Ouch, Billy. It's a hot and ready thin crust summer at Little Caesar's.
Pizza, pizza.
The 2023 Kia Sorento. It's the perfect blend of style, comfort, and adventure. You can handle anything with Sorento.
Okay, back to the game. This Julia starts off at level 1. Ooh. Okay, so he can actually chip pretty well. Yeah, I'm not gonna put him there. Seems like a bad idea. Okay. Alright, cool. I can just give that to someone else that I want to actually use. I don't know if I'm going to use Julia. I don't know if I'm going to use her. I mean, she is good for some stuff later, but, like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I won't, because I'll have too many slots filled with units I actually want to use. I feel like I won't use her. Yeah. These rogues just go for the village, no matter what. I think because they're like coded like normal twos. Really? Oh, that's gonna hurt. I still get the experience for it, so that's fine. I don't know what's going on. Alright. Oh, nice. Can't really control it if she gets a crit, can I? Can I make it go faster? Oh, that's much faster. Okay. I kind of like the slower movement speed, but I get why it's like you can make it go faster. Unless it won't get doubled. Am I too close to the Axeman? Ooh, yeah, I'm too close. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Good job, Naren. Alright, I got this. Esther's got this. There we go. I don't want to give it to Arcus. I guess I could give it to... I feel like this guy's gonna move out of Runon's range. He might. Actually, I don't think he can. Yeah, if he goes forward, he can't. Alright, I'll bait him with this. Yeah, parts of the full health. Okay. Oh, did I just put Christ in range of a crease? Christ crease. Christ crease. Yeah, he did attack. Okay. What? Oh, he has a hand axe. Oh, he has a hand axe. He actually hit too. Wow, okay. I didn't realize that guy had a hand axe. Okay, that's kind of bad. So practicing this, making sure this actually worked, that didn't happen. Alright, that guy didn't go upwards, he went down. Speed and HP, I'll take it. Speed is always good. Alright. Okay. Everyone go forward. Alright. Yeah, I think I... Oh, I don't two-shot. I don't one round. That's a crit. I did not. This is bullshit! Yeah, he doesn't have an herb either. Kind of in a bad spot. Yeah, in a really bad spot now. Alright. He just barely moves. I love that. More bandits. We need more bandits, man. Yeah, he needs to hit this, otherwise it will keep a little bit of crap. Okay, he did. Was that might just game over on this map? I didn't mean to do that. Why is wait the first option? That's so annoying. I would design wait as the default option is like, no. Alright. Mincha needs to go ahead of Bart's. Yeah, he's just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna get terrain ignored on me anyway. Okay. Okay, so now the problem is I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. Alright, so problem is, I can't do both. Yeah, I gotta get rid of one. Gotta get rid of this guy. Okay. Thanks, Bart's. Thanks, Bart's. Thanks, Bart's. Thanks. Thanks, my man. Oh, Mitchell avatar again. Hold on. I have to get rid of, I have to change the screenshot real quick. Alright. Okay. Alright. Never fully expanded. Alright. Well, that's kind of behind. I thought we had 2 at some point. Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you, Bars, for getting nothing on your level up. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Carrying the team, aren't you? Man is really carrying the team, huh? Really carrying that team, huh, aren't you, Barts? Playing levels can happen in this game, though, so... Oh, straight for Naren. Okay. Alright. I mean, that's fine. S3 is always good. Alright, S3 is always fine. I'll take it, I guess. Oh shit. I think my first blank level up would be Bards. I thought it would be Naren, to be honest. Probably won't hit, but I can do it again. Oh, I did hit. Okay. Got a lot of damage there. Alright, I'll take 77. That hurt a lot. This might go south. Okay. Really? Okay, there we go. Let's say, come on. Skill, speed, HP, I'll take it. Fast or not, got it. Yeah, let's try it. Let's see Julia get a level up. I wonder what she'll get. She'll make an attack. That would be sick. She probably won't, but that would be sick. Let's go speed HP. Okay. That fair? Fair, Myrmidon stuff. Okay, I talked before. I use a cleric the villagers are talking about. Oh! Yes. Minta, priestess of Mars. I see. All met then, Lady Enta. Runan and Roselia, here to assist the Knights of Verge on their mission to subdue the bandits in this area. The villagers of Taros are very worried for your safety, Lady Enta. You should return to them. Right. Lord Runan? Yes, milady? Is there something you needed? No, not really. I was just wondering why you're... Oh, never mind. Come again? It's not important, forgive me. I'll return to the village. Thank you, Lord Runan. Oh, damn it, I don't get my turn. That's bullshit. I lost my turn. I knew talking does nothing. See, talking never helps. You always gotta air out your grievances through violence. That's how everything works out. That's how you work everything out. Well, this is gonna hurt. I didn't want to kill that one, but ooh, that one's going around. That's actually annoying. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Alright. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Alright, so I need to chip that. Alright, enemy left to roll line. Oh yeah, I can talk to Julia. Mercenary, were you hired by the villagers? Yeah, I'm a mercenary, but I don't take money from poor farmers. I owe them a favor, that's all. Julia, thanks for asking. Have my thanks, Julia. The village was saved largely due to your brave efforts. No thanks to you. You're Knights from Verge, right? Sure took your sweet time making your way here. We're Knights of Roselia, here to assist the soldiers of Verge. We came as fast as we could muster, but I'm sure you did. Isn't it a lord's duty to protect his villages? All you do is reap taxes and do nothing in return. We'd be better off without you Knights at all. You have a point. I'll apologize to the villagers myself. Wait, really? All the nobles I've ever met just sat around eating themselves full off the toil of their serfs. You're not even from Verge, and you're still going to apologize? Who are you? Runan, heir to the Duchy of Roselia. What? You're the ones who almost held off the Empire of Granada? I'm surprised you're still alive. Yes, well, we were the lucky ones. Oh, you look upset. I'm sorry, was that a touchy subject? It's fine, forget it. Anyway, you seem to be a rather experienced warrior. Not particularly. I've only been doing mercenary work for about half a year. I do have confidence in my sword arm. My father taught me swordplay ever since I was a little girl. He was... Oh, sorry, this isn't the time for reminiscing, is it? You seem to be nice enough, Lord Renan. How would you like to hire me? I'd be glad to have you. Why do you want to join us? You're going back to reclaim Roselia eventually, aren't you? I've got my own business to take care of there too, but I can't go back until the Empire's been cleared out. It's a rather personal matter. It's fine with me, I won't pry. You're hired, Julia. Thanks, just keep me well fed and I won't complain when you pay me. See you around, Lord Renan. I'm actually gonna heal now. Very quickly, you have to get to the end of the map. You have to get back to the bottom corner with Bart's and all them. I don't know where that guy's going. He's just going back and forth at this stage. Alright. Alright. Oh, I can just move. Yeah, right. Forgot I had Kanto. There we go. Lances are really good. You kind of just always want lances. I've noticed. Like, if you got lances, you always want them, because they're just accurate. Alright. One, two, three, four. I think I got Bart's all the way back as well. Right, because how this chapter works is like I need to get certain... Bart's visits the lower right house, the Bart's visits the lower left house. Oh, Arcus and Estelle can talk. I didn't even know that. They can. Yeah, Marcus and Estelle talk. Hey, you want me to guard you? You look like you're going to have trouble swinging your lance with those thin arms of yours. Most certainly do not need a guard. Besides, I'd be better off without a complete novice like you as a bodyguard. Aren't you quick-witted? I like that. I'm Marcus from Azalea. What's your name? I can't believe an airhead like you is serving under that calm and collected Lord Runon. Why do you want to know my name? That was a pickup line, and I'm afraid I've heard far better. Ha, don't be ridiculous. What's wrong with wanting to know your fellow soldiers? I may still be new, but this is my 17th battle. I've seen hundreds of my comrades fall in battle, but I remember all of their names. Bullshit, dude! You do not remember all of their names. They were all my precious companions. Fine, if you're that opposed to it, I won't pry. It's just one less name that I have to memorize. Hundreds? What's the matter? You look pale. Tell me my story. Scared you? Why would I be? Alright, fine, I'll tell you my name. I'm Esther, daughter of Count Marlin. I won't ask you to remember me. Esther. What a lovely name. I'll be sure to remember it. See you around, Esther. And then they gain support. I don't know what that guy's doing. He's just walking back and forth at this point. It's kind of funny. Alright. Is he actually going down this way now? Or is he just stuck again? Is he just gonna be stupid and get stuck again? Okay. Though I can't click wait, I have to... Okay. Ew, skill magic. Okay. No mastery, but that's fine. I don't need it. I don't need it. And we're probably not using Bart's anyway, because he got a battle level up, and therefore he's garbage. He's dead. Therefore he's dead to me. Alright, this is a good scene. Plum, I'm home. Oh, Bart, you're safe. Thank goodness. Hey, hey, what's wrong, Plum? You didn't think I'd lose to a bunch of brigands, did you? No, but I couldn't help but worry. If something happened to you, then I'd be all alone. I'd never be able to bear that. I couldn't bear being left all alone. Plum, I'm gonna abandon you. Just bolt. Bart? I knew it. You're leaving the village, aren't you? I'm sorry. I hate you, Plum. Sorry, Plum, but I promise I'll be back someday. Taking the halberd in the shed. Take care. Alright. Then we got the halberd. The halberd sucks. The halberd kind of sucks in this game. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the halberd isn't great. There's never really any use for it, but... you know, it exists. Did he just go into the mountains just to be a little... is he coming down still? He is. Oh, okay, he's going as slow as possible now. Bandits have recently moved into the old fort to the west. They wouldn't be able to do much harm if they didn't have that pace. Here, I'll give you one of my special remedies, so go do something about them, will ya? Alright, this is max HP by 5? That'd be good on Inta. Other than that, I don't really know who we'd give it to. Maybe Esther? Definitely not Naren, because he's going to be bulky enough. Ooh, actually Sasha would probably be really good for it. Sasha's HP is kind of low. Alright. Funny enough, the halberd is good. The halberd isn't good for this chapter, though. Obviously, because you're not fighting knights. Oh, that's fine. Ooh, strength and HP, I'll take that. More strength is always good. It is Naren's best defining feature is his strength. The halberd also weighs you down a lot. It's like 15 weight. He's going down to -5 speed just wielding it. He's getting doubled by like everything. Okay. She'll level up. I wish she gets good level up. Ow. Strength, luck. That's pretty good. I'll take it. No defense, but I'll take it, you know? If I miss this, this is gonna be really bad. I was about to say, if I miss this, this is really bad. We're in the shit if I miss this. We are in the literal, metaphorical. I wish he gained some defense, but it's fine. It still has strength though, which is good. Actually, what are the conditions? C's. So I can't really go for that one. Oh, I came for that one with Christ and Naren. But this one I can go for these two. Okay, 16. I haven't checked chat in a while. I don't know if anyone's shown up. More crit, more crit. More crit on that iron sword. It's perfect. Technically, if you repair the legendary weapons, can't they have to get their own values as well, I'm assuming? There's been no chat, which kind of sucks. Oh, I forgot to do Inta. Oh, well, that was dumb of me. I forgot to move Inta. Ow. Gonna stab him. Hopefully the stab hits. Good job, Price. You stabbed him. Hey. Bro. Bro, come on. My second blank level up? What is this? I know my luck is bad, but come on, man. They're okay though. The funny thing is that they're okay though. But oh yeah, It's okay, man. It's okay, Kratos. Everybody has. I'll break that for you. God, I've done it so much. God, I've had plenty the past few months. God, I've had plenty the past few months. I don't like stats. We need stats. I don't need stats. I don't need stats. Those are for losers. I don't need things to go up. That's for losers. I don't need increased stats. That's for losers. This is my sync blah. And I'm on map 2, please help. Please help, please help, please help. Wow, this chapter is going great. 2 blank level ups? Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna finish this map. Let's finish uploading. Yeah, they did. Ooh, okay. Sister Inta, I'm so glad you're safe. I'm sorry, I caused both you and your brother so much grief. No, I've become fed up with myself after all this. What? Why? I'm only a year younger than you, but I'm nothing like you. I'm just a useless child. That's not true. You've been trying your very best to master the healing arts because you want to help the people of your village. Now that you can use the heal staff, you can tend to your people in my place. The villagers are very grateful. I need to learn more. I want to become a pure and strong cleric like you. Please, Sister Enta, take me with you to the Temple of Mars. But Bartz isn't the only one who can go on journeys. I want to spread my wings too. I don't want to be left here all alone doing nothing but waiting. I want to see what the world has to offer. I don't want to spend the rest of my life in a tiny village like this. Plum, very well. Can't say no to such strong resolve. But remember, Plum, many people cannot return to their homes even if they want to. Someday you will realize how important this village is to you. Someday, I'm sure. And we get Plum. So Plum. So Plum is a new character. Duh. She is related to Bartz. She's Bart's sister. No shit. They literally say that in game. Plum is a really interesting character. So Plum is a healer. Her base stats are not good. Her base stats are actually pretty bad for a healer. For mastery, she's just worse Enta by a large margin. She's another heal bot. Her growth rates are really bad. 20 HP, 35 magic, 20 agility, 60 luck, 20 mastery. The mastery is the main thing, and that's really bad, which sucks. She has a unique thing where if you picked Lee before this map, he gives her the defense staff, which is a staff that raises which is a staff that basically makes any unit take half damage for that entire chapter. It's really good. So that raises her utility, and it's exclusive to Plum. So that raises that gives her much more stuff to work with when she's like, after she's I can't speak. If you recruit Lee, but if you don't recruit Lee, she doesn't get that, unfortunately. She does get an item exclusive to her that we're gonna get, like, not exclusive to her, but only she can get in like a few seconds. Plus, Plum is actually later on, through an event that's really creepy, kind of disturbing, and pretty disturbing, she gets the dance skill, so she becomes your dancer, which is pretty good, and gives her basically really good utility. Basically, really good utility. So that when she gets dance, she's really, really good. But before that, she's kind of bad. She's just worse than Enta. There's no, like, you can feel the both of them, but you don't really need to. She doesn't really need levels or experience. Like, it doesn't matter. She's just there to dance, to heal if you ever need the second healer, and then later dance. There is a unique thing with dancing though, where every time she like, I had to look this up. I randomly looked this up. Every time you dance, an invisible the game tracks how many times you dance with Plum, and it counts it up to 250. And there's a chance that dancing will actually give a stat buff to the person you're dancing for. And the percentage for that is the amount of times you've danced, which is max 250, minus 150, and that's the percentage. So you have to dance over 150 times to get at least a 1% chance to stat boost someone. But if you do it 250 times, which you could technically grind out in a map 250 turns if you really wanted to, you can just get a 100% chance to give a random stat boost, which is really, really good. And it's lasts for the entire chapter, so I think it's really good. And I think overall it's good. Alright, but yeah, Plum is pretty good once she gets dance. Before that, she's not great. She's not good. But if you do get the Lee and you do get the defense staff on her, I think that bumps her up a lot. I think that helps her a lot as well. But yeah, that's the last scene we get this chapter. Okay. Cool. And now we're gonna get a unique item for her. Now, now, funnily enough, if you can enter this house with Bart's and get a bag of gold, which is funny. But if you enter with Plum, you actually get a really cool scene. Plum, what's all that baggage for? I'm sorry, grandfather. I've decided to leave the village with Sister Enta. I see. I suppose it was inevitable. What? Plum, take this hand mirror. Your mother asked me to give it to you once you finally set out from the village. Mother left it for me? Indeed she did. Lan knew this day would come. She was born into a poor family, and she was sold to a traveling caravan of entertainers as a girl. Her life there was harsh. She said that rarely a day passed that she didn't think about... Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, okay. She didn't think about suicide. One day, a young man appeared and bought her freedom. Lan fell in love with the man, and they were blessed with you. Wait, but that man was killed in the Salian Civil... But that man was killed in the Salian Civil War, wasn't he? You're telling me that my real father was Mother's first husband? Yes, he was your real father. The man you knew as father, my foolish son Daros, was not related to you. His own wife died giving birth to Bart's, and he left him with me. When he went to work as a mercenary in Blod. It was there that he met Lan, who was carrying you. He fell in love with her, but as you well know, she never reciprocated his feelings. Yes, Mother never talked about it, but I assumed they just stopped getting along with each other. A good guess, but mistaken. They were never together in the first place. When Daros found your mother deathly ill in blood, he cared for her, brought her here, and nursed her back to health himself. There was no question that Daros loved your mother with all his heart. When Lan's illness came back a few years ago, he died soon after, as if to follow after his love even to the grave. I think the grief was too much for him. I always felt sorry for Dad. Why couldn't Mother love him? I think she did love him, in her own way, but she was too conflicted with herself to be with Daros. She was still deeply in love with your father. Huh? Plum, that mirror was a gift from your real father to your mother. It's the only clue you have to finding him. No way. You don't mean he's still alive? Lan only told you that he died, but really, she never knew what happened to him. Please forgive my son. We're bringing Lan here to Tauros. Any chance of growing up knowing your real father was taken from you. No, I can never hate him. Thanks to him, Mother survived, and I was able to grow up here with you all. Grandfather, Bartz doesn't know any of this, does he? Please don't tell him. Please. He doesn't need to know. It'll be our own little secret, Plum. You're a kind girl, just like your mother. I knew you would understand. Now dry those tears and get going. Go to Vlad and find your real father. I'll be praying for you all the way. Ah, it's a good scene. And we get Lan's Mirror, which is important for another event later, but like, Lan's Mirror it's basically better charisma. Instead of 3 Hidden Void, it does 5. It's a really good support item. It's not good on Plum, though. It's not good on Plum. Because Plum never wants to be near the front lines, ever. So, it's better on, like, everyone else, but, like, not Plum. God, Plum ruining everything. I want to give it to Runon. I can give chip experience to Runon. Oh, I double. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Because that guy does a lot of damage. Exam. Don't think you're gonna make it out of this alive. I like the boss theme music. I can get some experience on her. Well, experience doesn't matter on Plum. I'm probably gonna give it heal stuff to Enta. I'll be honest, there's no reason to use Plum when Enta's just better. Unless I need 2 healers, which I really don't. Okay. Ow. My face. Oh, wow, that accuracy is really bad. I'll do it, though. Oh, wait, that's good. Oh, no, I don't have the health for this. Shit. I do not have the health for this. I made a mistake. Oh, now I gotta commit. I've committed. I've committed fully. Alright. Ow! Dude. Ow. Okay. Do I want to give it to Runon? Can I, like, actually guarantee hit this? Ooh, maybe if Estelle's nearby. Or Esther. They probably have a support together. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I'll give it to Raffin. Why not? Raffin can use it pretty well. Plus, it gives him more levels when he promotes. Ah, damn it all. Skill, speed. Skill, speed, and HP. Nice. Good job, Raffin. Capture. Yay. Looks like the bandits have fled. The Taros Mountains are riddled with caves. That is likely where they have fled. It's getting dark. Chasing them any further would be dangerous. Well, we've struck them hard enough that they'll be laying low for a while. That will have to suffice for now. You're right. We should return to Verge. One more thing, Lord Runan. About Sister Enta. Yes? She said she would be returning to the Temple of Mars, but going alone would be dangerous. I have convinced her to stay under our army's protection for the time being. That's a good idea. Getting ambushed while out on our own would be the last thing she needs. Either way, Lord Runan, Sister Enta is quite a beauty. I can say with confidence that she is the most beautiful lady I've ever seen in my 60 years of life. Dear God, Eugen, she's like, what, 15? Come on, man. You're like 60. Come on, man. No, stop. You're like 15. She's like 15, man. Really? I hadn't really thought about it. My goodness, Lord Runan. You must make an effort to better understand women. Lord Runan, your Riz, it is 0. When you take role of Roselia, you will welcome a fine lady into the palace as your wife. Whether it be Lady Sasha or Sister Enta, being oblivious will not win you any prizes, my lord. This isn't the time to be talking about such nonsense, Eugen. Going back to Verge. Yes, sire. he's like disappointed too. He's like super disappointed. Verge. There you are, Lady Sasha. Are you waiting for Lord Runan to return? Yes. Say, Kate, do you think Lord Runan and his knights will be alright? Sir Raffin is with them, milady. There's no need to worry. Now then, Lady Sasha, let's go back indoors. You'll catch cold out here. Kate, I want you to stay with me always. You won't leave me, will you? What? I mean, of course, Lady Sasha. Alright, he's moving. Oh, this is the ground forest. Oh, so his fort is there. Okay. Lot Forest, Fort Well. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna save. And... yeah, I'll save. I don't even just got good level ups, and then, you know, we had the 2 blank ones, but okay. It is 9:25. I have been streaming for about 4 hours. And I don't want to start another chapter. And this is a good stopping off point. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna do, either Elden Ring or this. It depends on what mood I'm in. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm having fun with it. And yeah, I think this is a fun game. It's basically Fire Emblem, but on the PlayStation. You know. And it really does feel like a more expanded version of, like, Fire Emblem 4 and 5 are really good at world building, but I feel like this is like, they really took the PlayStation, the extra space of PlayStation went like, they really did go like, how many chapters can I fit in this bad boy? Oh, 40? Fuck yeah. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stream here. I could raid people, but I don't know if that would work or how that would work. I think I'm the only one here. I don't want to do a one-man raid because that's really awkward. Cringe. Oh, I got a bunch of views recently. Yeah, I don't know if anyone watched it, but yeah, I had fun with the game. And yeah, tomorrow we'll do chapter 3 and we'll continue outrunning. Peace. Oh, sorry. Peace.